Hello, and welcome back to the Music NFT podcast with your boys Aaron, Brock, here on the sunny Gold Coast, although it is nighttime, so the sun is...
It was sunny.
It was beautiful today. We've been working our guts out all week, but we are back as always, here with some fresh info, a bit of zest, a bit of zang, even though we're as gassed as hell.
Oh, we are gassed. We are so gassed.
But we're looking after our bodies. Aaron went for a run today. I went to the gym. Just feeling good.
Just a couple of fit legends, you know?
Today, we are going to chat about AI. We love chatting about AI. There is so much always happening in and around that space, and especially when it comes to music tech, music NFTs. This in particular has to do with Beatstars. If you haven't been around Beatstars, a global subscription-based music licensing platform, it's where like musicians, vocalists, anyone kind of in the music industry interacts, sells products to each other, and then also Beatstars creates their own products. This particular product they've just created, like launching right now, is called Seeds by Lemonade. So I think Lemonade's already a product that they have that's like an add-on for a DAW. So those who don't know what a DAW is, that's listening, that's just into music NFTs and not a musician or a music producer, a DAW is the product that they, like a musician uses on their computer to create music. There's heaps of models out there, heaps of different products that you can use that are all the same, that are different programming languages, all that kind of stuff. But this is an add-on that sits on top called Lemonade, and they've created a product called Seeds on top of that. And this product is insane. We just had a quick look at the promo video. I think what I want to start with is the quote from it. Sorry, I just had a burp. They are not trying to replace music producers. We're trying to empower them. So they've gone immediately like, don't get scared. We're not trying to make AI take your job. We're trying to help you keep your job and make more money with AI. We actually just went to an AI seminar last night, weirdly enough, for our business. And it's the same thing. It's like, what in the host of the seminar was like, what industry, the question he gets all the time was, what industry is this going to take over first? And he aptly said back, which is, it's not any industry, it's every industry. And it's just a matter of who's going to take your lunch first. So really, products like this, especially for a musician, are things you should be utilizing.
Well, yeah, it's like, AI, like the people who are like scared of AI kind of just don't understand that, AI isn't like taking over anything. It's like there to like help you. It's there to like speed up your workflow. It's there to take time away from the shitty parts of like the work that you do and just allow automation to just kind of like breeze through that section so that you can get to the good stuff. So, no one wants to spend their days writing emails. So they just get ChatGPT to write up a little quick template and they just send it up because they'd rather not be doing that. So same thing with this. So Seeds, from the looks of it, is, an idea generator, basically. So you can, judging from like the promo video that we had a look at, you can literally go into, and it's I must say, it has like a very nice and simple user interface.
Sexy. Yeah.
It looks really, really nice. Kind of like, I would say, it looks like Spotify-ish. Not directly Spotify, but like it has that kind of vibe to it. Very like user-friendly, easy to read. But basically, it's like step one. So you can choose melody and chords or just melody. So you pick whatever you want. You can pick the key that you want the melody and chords in. And then you can you can also put a mood if you're feeling like a mood, and you just go get Seeds. And it spits out a bunch of different ones for you. And you can just click them and listen to them and see how they sound. You flick through, you can see the piano roll there, so you can see where the beats are hitting on the piano. And if you're liking it, you can just drop it straight into your DAW as like a starting place, going, okay, cool, these are the chords that I kind of want to mess around with. Let's start there. So it's definitely like, a kickstart into like getting an idea flowing, getting a vibe that you can kind of then put your own personal spin on.
Yeah, they've kind of mentioned here, it's, where they're talking, a couple of interviews that they've hard about the launch because the launch has only just happened in the last couple of days. They say Seeds tackles what an artist would describe as beat block, and it's like an artist block where they're like trying to figure out, normally in this situation, and having been in the industry and having known producers, this is where, I'm going to be speaking straight to a music producer right now. You're sitting there going through a drum pack going, nope, 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 going through 100, this pack you just downloaded off some site, and you're sitting there trying to figure out which one you like. This is speeding up the process because you don't know what's in that pack. You're trying to listen to all the sounds, you're trying to figure it out. But really, you actually kind of know what you want and you know what you're looking for. But you need to find those 5 to 10 sounds that you want to bring into your track. As Aaron said, AI is going to speed that process up. And at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing and you don't like looking at this program, we could use it. And we have no idea what we're doing. It just creates a 4-bar loop, and you could drop it in. And it was like the what did you use for the MasterCard NFT music creator for our beat?
This bad
Give
boy.
it a play, yeah. That's how little idea we have about creating music. But that's how simple Seeds by Lemonade looks and feels. The creator can come up with the initial ideas, or they can, help themselves finish off a track. It just seems good. Like, how do you feel? Like, have you seen many other AI tools around that hit the creative process like that? Like, they can help.
No, I was literally just thinking, like, what would be, as someone who creates content, what that would kind of look like. And I guess something like Midjourney is like that kind of thing, where it's like if you've got a concept in your head, you can go into Midjourney and go, a cat sitting at a table with a funky hat on, and it'll show you some kind of thing. You're like, okay, yeah, this is where I'm going to go for it. Video, not so much. I don't think. I can't really think of anything, because I just think of it how I want to get inspo at the moment, and it's just like scrolling Instagram Reels is my current inspo machine.
Yeah, I think. Sorry to butt in here. It's like I've been finding that tough though now, and this is completely off subject. But the Instagram and TikTok, TikTok's a little bit better, but Instagram in particular right now is becoming difficult to search. Like, algo sometimes just I think it's always trying to lean you into something, and you're like, no, I don't want. What's this content on my feed?
I watched that once. Stop feeding it to me.
But to get back into it, I digress. It is difficult to find those couple of things sometimes that help you get those ideas. This is going to be really great for music producers. You kind of need. I think this is going to be the way forward. I think this won't be the first. I think what they raised like I think it was 2.75 million towards it, and they continue iterating on it. Inside the video, they said even what we looked at was just the initial stages. It's going to grow. It's going to continue to be updated. Like, when's the first hit going to come from something like this?
When's the first Billie Eilish from Lemonade?
Hey? Yeah.
Interestingly, what they say about it is that it's using generative AI. So it says here the company's ethical claim stems from the fact that its algorithm was trained on producers' data with their permission, not randomly scraped from the web. Because I think you see a lot of people say about, like ChatGPT and even like Midjourney, it's like, oh, they're just scraping images from the internet and putting them. So it's like, is there technically like someone else's work in there that's like being plagiarized and that kind of stuff? And would this then, this product like Lemonade or Seeds by Lemonade, steal other people's beats and music and stuff? But no, the producers have like willingly given their data, their, I guess, like the ways they work. I don't know exactly how they've done it, but it's all kind of like they're stamping it as ethical. It's generating from these ideas that the producers have given permission for it to learn off. So hopefully you wouldn't run into any of those issues that people are saying for like, ChatGPT and stuff.
Well, you look at, people say this about AI, but really, if for those that haven't watched the what's that? I'm so terrible with names.
He's gassed.
Yeah, he's probably the most famous singer in the world. Has a billion number one hits. Has red hair. What's his name?
Ed
Ed
Sheeran?
Sheeran. Yep. I watched the
Wow.
Ed Sheeran documentary,
Jesus,
and
you are
and
gassed.
I am gas, mate. I watched the Ed Sheeran documentary, and in that he talks about a moment where he created a song that he felt was like a Coldplay song. After listening to it, after releasing it, he's like, "Fuck, what have I done?" And he calls up. He didn't release it. Sorry, it was ready to go. He calls up Chris Martin. Chris Martin's like, "Bro, I know you're not trying to plagiarize me. It's just
Mm.
music. You've just
Mm.
created music that's been inspired by music that I've created, whether consciously or subconsciously. That's what's happened." He goes, "I know you as a person. That's fine." That is music in general. We're reaching a stage now where so much music's being created that
Mm.
really
There's only so
artists,
many chords.
yeah, they're not inventing new chords, guys. Like it's just as much as we want to believe that AI is plagiarizing stuff and doing things, and deep fake is a whole nother conversation, but it is there to help us be inspired. It is there to get us there. It is there to help us get there quicker, so we can go continue to live our lives and continue to do things, and not have to sit there looking through a thousand loop pack, hoping for some inspiration. We can kind of go, I already know the music that I create, and this is where I want to be. I need some inspiration. Help me out. Help me help you. And yeah, if that's already happening at the top level of the music industry with artists like Chris Martin and Ed Sheeran, then really, it was only a matter of time that something like AI came along and was going to help us out and move us forward. It is going to be AI is going to be a massive sector for music. Like it's undeniable.
Mm. I mean, yeah, every sector, mate. As I said, which
Every
industry? Every industry.
yeah
And if you're not taking advantage of it, then you will be left in the dust.
yeah the like looking at the subscription model here for Beatstars to utilize this tool. It's a couple of bucks. I think like the cheapest one's like $19 USD. So for a month to test out this product, you can't afford it. What are you doing?
Mm.
Go check it out. Give it a test run. Let us know how you went.
Send it to us. Send us your
Yeah,
track. We want to hear.
send us a loop with some vocals, or let us add some vocals. Whatever you need.
Honestly, you could also, if you even wanted to go that next step further, while you're making the song, record yourself using it and then upload that.
the I am really interested to see. I think more than anything, where we're going to get to, and I think what we have seen with artists being deep faked with their voice and then tracks being released, that's kind of like the dark side of what we're worried about. I think this is the light side,
Mm.
and I continue to believe that there's things like AI that helps you create websites. We just, as I said, the AI seminar that we went to last night gave us a bunch of scripts that's really helpful with social media. And if you're, and we're already good at it and understand it and know marketing and copywriting and stuff like that. But if you had no skills whatsoever, tools like ChatGPT, tools like these website builders, like all these kind of tools can, if you spent a week using these tools, you would have a website up, you'd have 2 to 3 months of social media, you'd have a release strategy, you would have ideas for new music. Like if you are into music, you've got a chance now. You can have, within 6 months, you could have a strategy, planning, ideas, marketing, production, like whatever you needed is right here, and you can be a one-man show. So take advantage
And
of it.
a lot of like musicians and producers right now aren't doing it full time because they're not making enough to live off it. They're working other jobs. So it's like utilize AI to save time for you when you're finished working at the job and you come home and you want to spend a little bit of time on music. You can now have the tools to speed up all the other shit that you don't want to do so that you can actually focus on the music.
Yeah, well, we just had like Acutech on a couple months ago, and he was talking about where he's a one-man band,
Mm.
and it's like every second he's got a partner. he has to just kind of like program every second in. And these are the kind of tools that can help you take some of your time back, and allow you to spend time with your partner, allow you to still work your full-time job if you need to, all those things. So please take advantage, have a look, check it out, get a part of it, let us know. I think that's pretty much everything there.
That's it. That's
Seeds
it for
by
us
Lemonade.
for another
Check it
week.
out.
Seeds by Lemonade. Make sure you go check it out on Beatstars. Thank you once again for joining us for another week of the Music NFT podcast. This is Brock and Aaron signing out. Make sure to rate, review. We love you, and we will see you next week.